Dak Prescott has tweeted an apology to the NFL and the NFL refs after what he said in his post-game press conference when he thought that shit was getting thrown at his teammates on the way off. He said, we work hard, we're trying to win, we are obviously disappointed just as much as everybody else, but they should not be, our fans should not be throwing shit at the players. What is that all about? Which is a great leadership role and thing to say out of Dak Prescott. Then a press member told him, actually they were throwing it at the refs. And he said, well, good on them.
Credit to them.
Fucking credit on them then. Then the NBA Refs Association, the same ones that had to have refs in the past that have been caught for actually cooking games while on the court, came out and said it was deplorable what Dak Prescott said and endorsed in throwing things at refs. We happen to agree with that take. You can't be endorsing people to make these refs' lives actually threatened or terrible. But Dak has come out and apologized since then, saying, hey, it was uncalled for, it's unfair, these refs' jobs are hard enough. This seems to be the right move from Dak. Maybe he'll get some calls in the future, but obviously the refs, not just in that game, need to get better. So I think there were some people that thought whenever he said good on him then or credit to them then, they were thinking, maybe Dak saying these refs stink is good, even though the Cowboys game was officiated properly. I mean, we're not saying that, but we've seen all season the refs stink. He has apologized. Probably the right move, AJ. Right move.
Yeah, I'm not always in favor of people apologizing. Sometimes they do it because they think they have to. Here, Dak is probably right. He was, like you said, in the emotion of a game, he was standing up there, just lost, season over, it's so final. Yeah, and he just made a comment. Yeah, of course.
His last play of this season, in which they had such high hopes and expectations in the home playoff game, he got demoted by a ref.
Oh, yeah.
He actually got pushed by a ref. So at the moment, when he's immediately asked to speak after a game that's devastating like that, he got caught up in the moment. I thought he delivered the joke well, though.
Oh, yeah.
Got a pretty good pop out of some people in there.
Good. The timing was, spot on. The timing.
It was good delivery, too. Maybe learn a little bit about that. But, I would assume everybody doesn't want quarterbacks in the NFL to be promoting violence against the refs, even though the refs
Absolutely not.
Do stink.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Not all.
Not all the time. Most of the time.
Most, yeah.
No. There's some
Usually.
good ones. There's some good officiating out there.
Yeah, but they're all retired, Pat.
Oh, yeah, they're in the TV networks now. Yes. And they're telling everybody what's wrong or what's right, and they're going to bat for people that aren't. And then the people that are in charge of all of them are the worst refs from the field.
I mean, even the replay assist is getting shit wrong. That's when you know it's bad.
Dude, how about the replay assist on the field correcting a call, that they thought was correct, even though I think everybody watching was like, that's not a catch. And then replay assist like, no, that is a catch. And then Sean McVay's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Challenge the challenge.
Yeah.
And it's like, what a joke. We go to another commercial break. We got Dwayne Johnson sitting here on TV.
Yeah.
Let's go to another break. And then they overturn the replay assist. It's like at some point, there has to be an adult in the room and acknowledge that, hey, we have some flaws. We have some capabilities with the technology. Why don't we make some advancements for the good of everybody?
Please.
AJ.
Okay, so behind the scenes, I would imagine they have to be grinding away, trying to find a way how we can do this because the refs are too much. They're part of the story too much. Like the storyline is the refs. Just watch this show.
I don't think so. I mean, this show, nobody watches this show. And I've seen some ratings from other shows.
Yeah, a lot of people watching those shows.
Big time.
On other shows. But nobody watches this show. But I don't think they think that they have a problem. I think there's actual arrogance.
They have to know there's a PR. They have to know, hey, this is not a good look for the NFL for that the refs are consistently, affecting games.
So
they really are.
So who would have to put that entire thing together? It would have to be Walt Anderson. So Walt Anderson would have to put the pitch.
He runs them all. So he runs the ref crew, right?
Yeah, so he runs the ref crew. So he would have to report right to the NFL, right? Because the NFL here, and then you have all the individual departments, and then they present whatever needs to be fixed, or we need money for this, or we need to do this, and then they have to okay it, right? I just assume that is how standard corporation bureaucracy works, right?
Yeah, should be.
Walt Anderson, I don't think he thinks there's any problems at all.
No.
I think he thinks these people watching have no idea how hard it is and everything. I honestly believe that.
I hope that's not the case.
I think you're wrong. Remember.
I could be wrong. I guess I.
Remember, Correnti's like, hey, this is about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there is some sort of, I don't want to say God complex that some of these refs have, but it does feel as if that is the case.